them partying white folks in Tampa. I'm not kidding, man. This is a crowd. My kind of crowd. Good to see ya. Doggone, you're a big crowd, too. I like small crowds. I do. I'd much rather that 3 people go away and say the show stinked than 450. That's great. This is good. I better introduce myself again. My name is Ty Wilson. Thought I better do it again because today people been getting me mixed up with Rob Lowe. They did, but they did. Rob Lowe. That's cool. And you know, I'm not kidding, guys. You know when you see that, you always see those X-rated stuff on TV. They always put a little patch down there, a little black patch over your credentials. You ever notice that? They do, man. That black patch is always about the size of an American Express card. You know what I mean? That guy certainly didn't want to leave home without his. But you guys look great. We're going to have some fun tonight, aren't we, guys? Yeah. Gonna have big fun, aren't we? You're going to ride the fun train, right? What kind of train are we going to ride? My kind of crowd. Gee whiz, you're looking good. Sit back, drink. Spend your money. Let your bills pile up. See, that's right, you do that. Live every day like there's no tomorrow. And one day you'll be right. That's right. You heard those saying you're here today and gone tomorrow? That's the way it better be. Because if you gone today and here tomorrow, I'm leaving. You gotta get out of here. Take me away. Why, it's good. I beg you to laugh. Cut up. Have a good time. Because the boss informed me that if you did not do that, I'm fired. If I'm fired, I'm going to be standing on the street without a job. If I'm standing on the street without a job, it's going to be at least 2 people saying, see that? I told you those guys didn't want to work. I do. I need this job back. I got a kid and 5 wives to take care of. Now you're laughing. And it's only fair that you laugh. After all, I laughed when you came in. There you wondered if you don't laugh it up on tomorrow night, there's going to be another comedian standing here. While you're sitting out there laughing at him, I'm going to be somewhere breaking in your homes. People are breaking in home these days. You know why they're doing it? Because times are hard. Matter of fact, times are so hard this morning I saw a worm pull a bird in the ground. Of course, times are not as hard now as they were when I was coming up. When I was coming up, times were so tough, my mother used to take in washing off other folks' line. My clothes didn't always fit. We had plenty to wear. Like today, I went to school, some kid come running up to me saying, I got a jacket just like that one. But the minute he had a jacket like that one. Mother stick his tucky finger just struck again. And, damn, I can't see it. Ooh, hell, I got to get out and park those cars a little bit. I don't make a lot of money parking cars, but hubcaps go for about 80 bucks a piece. That's great. This is fun. Have I been on too long? No, well, see, you got to be careful about being on too long. Because I was working in Cleveland one night last week. And I was talking to a great report going on it. We were laughing with one another and carrying, having a great time. And they were laughing. All of a sudden, they got very quiet. And I didn't know what happened. And a little man standing on my shoulder whispered in my ear. And he said, you've been on too long. I said, damn, I've been on too long. And I didn't want the audience to realize that I was frightened. I would run off stage right now to keep them realizing I was frightened. I stayed on, another hour. So you got to be careful about being on too long. That's right. Listen, how do you punctuate this sentence? Fun. I'll do that again. How do you punctuate this sentence? Fun, fun, fun. Worry, worry, worry. Here's how you punctuate it. Fun, period. Fun, period. Fun, no period. Worry, worry, worry. Takes a while, I guess. I get that after a while. I get that. That's great. That is great, man. How many of you has ever ridden a Greyhound bus? Oh, what a dog trip that is, huh? Soft drink can rolling up and down the aisle. Babies are crying. The bathroom doors are never closed on the bus. Right, as the bus goes around the curves and over the hills, you hear the door going kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. I ain't never go to the restroom on a bus. People know where you're going. They do. They sit in their seats and they debate that stuff. Is he gonna do a 1 or 2? And I always ride those buses with tinted windows. That way all the people outside look like family. And I love going through the various states and reading the nicknames of those signs. You go through Missouri, it says the show me state. You ever seen anything in Missouri? Tennessee is the volunteer state. They never volunteered. Kentucky, it said the bluegrass state. There is no bluegrass in Kentucky. They must smoke all that crap up. And I got to Indiana, the Hoosier state. Who's your mommy? Who's your daddy? And I like that state. I like that state. That's right, got some Hoosiers out there. I know, that's good. I like Tampa too, boy. I do. I came here, got here on a Sunday. Oh, man, got here on a Sunday. First thing I did, went to church. Yeah, I did. I do that. I get in town on Sundays. I go to church. I found a little church over across the track. Church called This Is Where It's At, Baby, Baptist Church. Charged me $1 to get in. The preacher was preaching. He was laid back. I tell you this morning, brothers and sisters, that adultery is worse than murder. Yes, adultery is worse than murder. And Sister Jackson was sitting over in the corner. And she looked up and she was patting her foot and she says, preach, Rev. Rev saw this. He said, darn. And he leaned back and he said, I tell you this morning, brothers and sisters, that adultery is worse than murder. Isn't that right, Sister Jackson? She said, I don't know, Rev. I ain't never killed nobody. But I love it, man. And I was talking about Indianapolis. Well, we were talking about Indianapolis. That's where I'm from. And weird town. I guess all the drivers there think they're A.J. Foyt. They do. They do. The kids are going to kill somebody running up and down the street in a hot rod car. You expect it out of 15, 16-year-old kids, but one day I saw a 90-year-old kid going down Meridian in a Corvette. I'm walking across the street. Here come a car down the street doing about 70 miles an hour. Gets up to me and goes, skeet, stops. About 3 inches away from me, I'm scared to death. Fella jumped out of the car, runs around, looks at me, and says, hey, buddy, where'd the colored guy was standing here a while ago? Great town, man. Come in. But I got here, when was it? Sunday, I got here, but Monday I went out and I went to the barber shop. And have you ever noticed how it must be tough that all the new barbers nowadays, they don't know too much about the old haircuts. You ever noticed that? They don't. I went there, I sat in a chair, I looked at the barber, I said, give me that afro look. I went to sleep. Woke up, he'd put a damn bone through my nose. Once said, give me liberty or give me death. He wouldn't have said that in my neighborhood. That's great, boy. I mean, you know, we talk about hard times a lot. We talk about hard times. I remember hard times back in Christmas time years ago. I don't even know whether they are Christmas down here. It's too warm to have Christmas down here. But boy, I tell you what, hard times. I remember the one Christmas when I was a kid, the dad grabbed a shotgun, went outside, shot straight up in the air. Boom! Came back in the house and told us kids Santa Claus had committed suicide. We didn't get nothing that Christmas. Right now, I have a little girl, 7 years old. She doesn't believe in Santa. She knows damn well no white man is coming in that neighborhood after midnight. Thought I'd throw it in, guys. What is this? Is this Tuesday? Oh, it's Wednesday. This is Thursday. Oh, I noticed something. I saw, well, see, what had me confused was all of the Baptist girls sitting out there. No, really. This is wrong night for Baptist girls. Baptist girls usually come out on Saturday night. They sow the wild oats, go to church on Sunday morning, and pray for crop failure. They usually do that. But then again, I saw the table Catholics. You didn't fool me. Yeah, I saw you sneaking. You can't sneak by me. I ordered 15 beers and a bingo set. Saw you. You can't fool me. Right. Wait, go on. Wait, are you smoking? Can I have a cigarette? You guys? Nobody smoke, sir? You smoke, sir? Oh, thank you. I'll do a little something while I leave. Oh, thank you, sir. No, see, this is for my brother-in-law. He's out. Yeah, it is. It's his brand. Uptowns. He want to die. Isn't that silly? That's tough, boy. You get you in Uptown and want to kill yourself, dog. Take it out to Marty to go get some Winston. That's where it's at. Hey! Don't tell anybody what I'm about to tell you. I don't want it to get out. But I'm prejudiced. That's right. Everybody got to dislike something or somebody. It's fun. Recreation. I don't like midgets. Every time I see a midget, I want to hit him in the mouth. Pow! It isn't as easy as it look like fighting a midget. Had a buddy got a fight with one. Damn midget bit him. And midgets aren't any higher than that. Midget bite you, you've had it. I don't trust a midget. Meet a midget walking down the street. I say, look out! Did you ever think that a crowded elevator smelled different to a midget? Some weird people here. It is. I ran into one outside the door tonight. I did, guys. He was just standing out there, and with a raincoat on, that's all. Flashing, like he thought this was a strip club or something. And he says to me, "Are you going to take your clothes off tonight?" I don't take my clothes off of anybody. The reason I do not take my clothes off anybody because there's a big myth going around about my people. And I don't want to ruin it. And I don't want some little old lady running up to me saying, "Where's the beef?" Do you remember your first strip club, sir? You do? How old were you? You were 9? The only guy I've ever met that beat me. Right, you know what I'm talking about. You can relate. See, I was 13. I told my dad, I said, "Hey, Dad, I'm going down to strip club." He said, "Son, you can't go down there." I said, "Why?" He said, "You go down there, you're going to see something you don't want to see." I did. My daddy sitting on the front row. And I'm sitting there with another kid named Leroy. I'm 13, he was 12. I was grown. And we're sitting watching the show. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Leroy jumped and he ran. He was speeding, man. And then he ran. And I didn't know where he was going. But I ran to catch him back by the door. I called Leroy back by the door and says, why did you run? He said, I ran because my mother told me if I'd ever watch anything like that, I was going to turn to stone, and I already started. I just thought I'd throw it in. Where are these people going? Those are the kind of things, but I'm having fun, you guys. I'm having so much fun in your city. I did. I went out to the beach today. I did. It's great. You guys go there? Do you ever go down to the beach? Oh, man, this is fun. See, I went down to the beach, and I was watching people tan. I was sitting over in the shade taking white pills. Nobody's ever satisfied. You know that. Gee whiz, it's kind of, but it was so much fun. Did you read in the paper where that there are 128 trillion birds in the world? Who in the hell count those birds? Those crackles all look alike. You ever seen them? I mean, gee, everybody say, what's a crackle? No, you don't know. What are you drinking, sir? Rum and Coke. That's a good one. Teetotalers here, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm a teetotaler. I do. I drink coffee. You know what's nice about this crowd? It's a good-looking crowd. And I'm glad because so many times you get a bunch of ugly people in the room. You do. I mean, it's difficult standing up here trying to be funny with a lot of ugly people sitting out there looking at you. You ever been around a bunch of ugly people? Sometimes they get drunk and forget they're ugly. Then you get drunk and you forget they're ugly. But it's a great looking group tonight. Boy, I can't complain. There's a beautiful group, and I'm satisfied. It's a good looking group. One or two ugly ones in the room. I would point him out, but he know who he is. People next to him know who he is, too. Do you realize people are getting ugly every day? If you don't believe it, look at the guy sitting next to you. What's everybody looking up here for? Damn right I'm ugly. I was an ugly kid when I was born. It was three of us. We were triplets. Dad walked up, he looked at us, he looked at Ma. He looked at us, he looked at Ma. He said, Ma, you better pick out the one you want, because I'm going to drown them other two. That's how I learned to swim. Great dude, man. But see, I love this. I love this, and that's why I'm so glad that we have beautiful people tonight. See, that makes my day, boy. I mean, look at all the, look, are you two married here? Are you two married? And look at them. Look at them. Both beautiful women, too. Right? You guys are fortunate. You married beautiful women. Give them a big hand. They're that beautiful women. Give them a big hand. Fellas, you made a mistake. You should have married yourselves an ugly chick. Marry a beautiful woman, she'll leave you. Marry an ugly chick, she leaves you. What the hell? I know because I married an ugly girl. But we were standing there and the preacher looked at me, he said, you take this woman for better or worse? I said, yeah, I'd take her for better. Hell, I can't do no worse. But I should have known she was ugly when I met her. She was a blind date. And when I called her on the phone, she answered on the first 3 digits. I should have hung up. She was too ugly to commit suicide. She was. She tried it. She grabbed the gun, went in the bedroom, placed it 2 inches below her left breast, and pulled the trigger. Blew a kneecap off. had a headache? Hell, I was kind of glad. Came home, she was crying. I said, honey, why are you crying? She said, the dog ate the meatloaf. I said, don't worry about it. I'll get you another dog. People that stay together because of the kids. Stay together because of the kids. We stayed together 5 extra years because of the kids. You know what it got us? 2 more kids. This is great, man. This is great. But let's be satisfied. You're a good-looking crowd. That's what it's all about. See, beautiful. I see. You women over here, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at here. That's great. Where are you from? Fort Lauderdale. How did you know you were from Fort Lauderdale? I want to know about this. Where are you from? Some guys are from Fort Lauderdale. Doggone. How do you know? I know because I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Oh, how'd they get into it? You like my watch? Well, thanks a lot. Gee whiz. Yeah, I need. Yeah, I did. As a matter of fact. No, I picked this up. I tell you the truth, but I picked this up in Chicago. I didn't get caught either. I didn't either. But you know what's amazing about it is I look out there, man. Ever since I've been down here, I've been looking around. Where are the Golden Girls? I've been trying to find. I couldn't. And I said, somebody said you got to go to Miami for that. I didn't know that. I'm saying, are you one of the Golden Girls? What make you ladies Golden Girls? I know you did a guest set today on TV, did you? No, I'm serious. That's great. Nice. Aren't they beautiful? Give them a hand. Ladies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good-looking colored women sitting over there. Y'all look good. Y'all do. I tell you, that's great. How many of you like movies? You like movies? I am a movie nut. I do. I go away, and I know they're inspirational. They influence you in things. I know that. You go watch a James Bond movie, the first thing you want to do when you get home, take a bath with about 20 girls. That's true, man. I did. I remember going to see a movie once called Black Orchid. I saw black orchids, black orchids, black orchids. I got carried away, went home, painted everything black. The outside the house, the inside the house. First thing I lost was my bowling ball. You remember that movie, Who's Killing the Great Chefs of Europe? Yeah. I knew who was killing them. McDonald's and Hardee's, that's who was killing them. And how about Jaws? Jaws was a good movie in its day. That was a good movie. I really liked that a lot. Only one thing wrong with that, it was a little racist. If you remember the movie, the shark did not eat Jews. Jew kept trying to buy him off. He had 398 to leave me alone. He's afraid of Italians. Italian was yelling things like, hey, Louis, come over here and break his fin. If you remember that movie, the shark was white. Couldn't have been black. Been black, he'd been wearing a hat, sitting to the side. Swimming up to people cool. Hey. Hey, baby. Oh, great. That's great. And It's Alive. How many people actually remember that movie, It's Alive? Anybody? Oh, what was it? That's right. There was a little baby. I had the demon in it. The little baby had the demon in him. Yeah, they came in. Oh, yeah, just rip you apart. Now, I went to theater and saw that movie of the little baby ripping people apart. And when I left the theater, the first thing I saw was a bumper sticker that said, have you hugged your child today? I said, hell no, and I'm not going to hug that little monster either. Woo! No, wait, Jack. I did something today. I'm going to tell you this before I leave. I did something today that I didn't want to do since 1947. I bought me a 1947 Cadillac. And it come equipped with everything. Mud flaps, Continental kit, rear view mirrors, arrows, coon tail. Comes all that stuff. My girl and I went for a drive in the country. Got out there, the darn thing stopped on us. Got out, I was pushing, she was pushing. I was pushing, she was pushing. While we was pushing, somebody come along and stole the car. Behave. I now have a little sports car. I don't know why they call them sports cars. They're too little for the sport I enjoy. My girl and I had gone for a drive in the country. We sat up on a hill looking out across the horizon in the little sports car. Then we're making eyes at one another and playing football. Oh, great. Well, we're doing it. It got warm in that little bitty car. She grabbed a blanket. She jumped outside. She landed on the grass for about 15 minutes. She yells at me, "You better get out of that car before I get out of the mood." Well, honey, if I don't get out of this mood, I can't get out of the car. Yeah, too little for the sport I enjoy. That's great. That's great, man. These things do happen. I was going, I remember presidents. I should be president. You think I should run for president? I really should, man. Somebody got to be. Or either mayor of Washington, D.C. or something. They got out somebody in there clean, you know what I mean? I don't do nothing. No. Yeah, he would be in trouble. Yeah, but I'm going to be president. I am. First thing I'm going to do when I get elected is make watermelon a national fruit. Hey, then I'm going to do just like Abraham Lincoln. I'm going to free all the white folks. And I got votes, man. I got votes. Your vote. That's cool. You say, you leave a vote for me right there. You guys say, I know you got me once, but that's all right. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy. Ronald Reagan, when he was a great president. Come on, guys. Only one thing, he tried to play God. If you remember the little story in the Bible where Jesus Christ fed all those people a loaf of bread and a couple of fish, Ronald Reagan tried to do the same thing with cheese. He tried that. They were going to be president. Here's the waitress right here. Who is this? This is waiter. This is waiter. I'm sorry, what are you serving, Kyle? Give Kyle a big hand, will you? Matter of fact, I feel so good. I feel so good right now. Would you just bring the whole house around, Kyle? Put him on this guy's tab here. He's buying. All right, okay, great. That's really good. We're going to say, do you believe in education? Oh, do you believe in sex education? I do too. Well, matter of fact, only one thing kept me out of college. That was high school. I remember in grammar school, I used to misspell words like posse. And count. I used to leave the U out. Teacher gave me an A, though. She said it could have been worse. You remember those dirty stories they taught us? They told us kids they were nursery rhymes. They were not nursery rhymes. They were dirty stories. Things like, little boy blue, come blow your horn. Hell, you'll break your neck trying to blow your horn. And ding dong bell, my pussy fell in the well. And my brother was 13 when he got drowned. They're trying to find it. Going out this beautiful couple here. It goes to you. You guys are great. You've been hanging in there all night long. Are you married? Oh, shacking up? How long you been shacking up? A year? That's okay. She said, shut up. Don't say that. I'm only kidding, ma'am. I don't know nothing about your business. I'm only kidding. You can be sister and brother as far as I'm concerned. That's right. You're going, this poem goes to you. In the dark. In the park. In the dark. A boy and a girl that's in love with one another in the grass. By the lagoon in the dark in the park. By the bushes in the dark in the park. A boy and a girl is in love with one another in the grass, and the boy speaks. I wish I had a flashlight so I could see what I was doing. And the girl speaks. I wish you could see what you were doing, too. You've been eating grass for 30 minutes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You are marvelous. Come on, let's rock. Fun train.